What do you most appreciate about your dad?
I appreciate his love and kindness and his caring for me.
He provides for the family, and he always does everything around the house. You know, even when we don't do it, he picks up our slack.
He's funny.
He helps on my school stuff.
I really love how my dad's always like checking up on me, even though sometimes I find it annoying. But he'll ask, whenever I come home from school, he always asks like 100,000 questions. And he'll know my grades before I do because we have online grading systems, so he'll always know my grades. So I really appreciate that he's always caring of me, I don't know.
How supportive he is. Super supportive. Yeah, he's supportive and he's just awesome because he's my dad.
How hard he works for our family.
I appreciate that my dad always supports me and he spoils me, so that's pretty awesome.
I gotta think about this.
If your dad was a superhero, who would he be?
Captain Sparky, Super Algin, some type of Indian fighter.
He'd probably be Superman because he's the greatest and he's very strong, and I feel like he could fly at times.
Probably Superman, because he just goes with the most mainstream thing.
My dad would definitely be Superman because he's just always doing everything. He's everywhere. Anything I ask for, it's like on the spot done.
Ronan.
Batman. The Hulk.
He would be He-Man because he's very strong.
He would be Mohanlal.
I think our dad would be Spider-Man because he's not afraid of spiders. He kills the spiders in my house. He's good at that.
I would pick Robin because Robin's small and short and my dad's a small Indian man. So
What's your dad's favorite hobby?
Going in the backyard, Krishy.
Paying the bills. He likes to garden, kovikya, pavikya, everything.
Hobby?
Traveling around the world.
Volleyball.
being outside with his Krishy.
My dad's favorite hobby is probably yelling at me.
My dad likes running and he likes sleeping.
Daddy likes to cook. He loves to cook.
Reading and traveling. Probably volleyball. I think he's at church playing volleyball more often than he is at home.
Sleeping, he likes watching TV shows on Surya.
My dad's favorite hobby, he just started getting into YouTube, so he's all about that. What's the best advice your dad has ever given you?
The best advice, he'll just tell me don't do it. If I want to do something, just don't go.
Stay in school and study. Go upstairs and study. Working hard now is worth it in the future. Mole, if you don't study, you're not going to get anywhere in life.
Mona, if you don't study.
If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Be like Ronan.
Hurry up and get married.
Eat your food.
My dad always says put God first. If with whatever you're doing, stick to it and don't give up.
To never leave the door open when our grandma's cooking fish.
Study hard, get a future, and do the best that you can.
Do your homework and never drop out of school. Go study. Study some more.
The best advice that my dad's ever given me is to always put God first, and everything else will fall in line behind it.
Be positive. Always. Always be positive.
If your dad was missing, where do you think you would find him?
In the backyard playing with my dog.
In his car. Probably Discount Grocers, because my mom always sends him there.
Probably the volleyball court outside here.
In the backyard because he likes to plant Krishy.
In the pavilion.
If he went missing, you would find him probably before he started his diet at the fridge.
Probably trying to look for me, because I'd probably be lost too.
Up in the sky in an airplane.
It would be in India somewhere. Probably with his parents.
In the bed. Most likely, yeah.
In his bed. In his bed. I would find my dad at work. On the computer.
In his car.
I would definitely find my dad at Sam's Club because he's there at least 3 times a week.
Probably at Home Depot.
If your husband went missing, where do you think you would most likely find him?
On the recliner, snoring away to glory.
My husband, he will never go missing because all the way what he does is just go to work, straight drive home.
What's the sweetest thing your husband has ever done for you?
There are a lot of things. I cannot list all of them.
Sweetest thing, just being my husband is the sweetest thing, I think.
There are many sweetest things, and one of them being helping me in my studies, giving me the privilege to stay at home and then go and finish my master's. That's the sweetest thing I can ever think of.
He does a lot of things every day. Every day is a new thing.
What's your husband's kitchen specialty?
Eating chai. He can make chai.
He's a good cook, so I have to say almost everything.
Oh, he's a pro in baking. He bakes all kinds of things.
Chicken curry.
If you could change one thing about your husband, what would it be?
I like him to talk more. He's too quiet.
I like him the way he is now, but it took like 20 years.
I like the way he is because God has made him the way he wants me to be.
Does your husband remember your anniversary?
Oh yes, I make sure he remembers.
He remembers the day before, then he forgets the day.
What do you like most about your dad?
He always cares about me. He always makes everything best for me.
His cooking. He makes good green curry.
He's so nice and he supports me like everything.
Well, the favorite thing about my dad that he's kind of like Spider-Man, a photographer by day and a crime fighter at night.
Whenever my mom gets mad at me, my dad is the first one to always support me and defend me and say that I'm right.
What's your favorite thing about your dad?
He works out a lot.
Joby, get dog.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day!
Jum, a chicka jum 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 jum,
Papadam, 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 papadam.
Oh, a chicka jum jum, a chicka jum jum, a chicka jum jum, a chicka jum jum.
I don't know the rest of the word.
Happy Father's Day!
Oh, my dad. See?
What?